Hello. Oh my word. Right. Saturday morning. Heading for home. Lots of fuckwittery. I'm at near Lichfield. People will probably recognise it as I come out of here. Some lights on that low. Same lad in there, he was on there last night when I was getting here. Tricky old container. And we're off. So what's been happening? Well, fucking all sorts. Can't remember the last time I spoke to you, but I was experiencing DPF stroke regeneration stroke NOx sensor stroke fuckwittery stroke double fuckwittery problems with the truck. So we managed to get it into the dealer Friday morning. Got it down there. I was in there about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours I suppose, and they came out and said all sorted. I said, oh right, okay, that's cool, excellent. What was the matter with it then? Now, go back to when I took it in the week and a half before. I said to them, back then, I said, same problems. And they tried to tell me that it was my fault because I was cancelling the regeneration. I said, no, don't start calling me a liar, I'll get the hump. Oh no, you must have been doing it. No, I haven't. I said, right, this is the point I start to turn. So they were adamant that it was my fault. So anyway, I left it, went back, same fault. So I knew the fault would come back. Doing a forced regeneration doesn't cure the fault. I knew it wouldn't. I also found out that it was a bit of a software issue. Now, it begs the question, how me, as a thick, fat, hairy truck driver, know what the problem is before the BMW, before the Mercedes-Benz technicians. Because when I took it in there on what day was it? Friday? No, Friday morning, yesterday morning. Lo and behold, what's wrong with it then, mate? Oh, we needed to do a software update. Oh, there's a fucking surprise. Oh, why's that? Because that's what I said it needed, but no one would believe me, and you fucking try to pin the blame on me for not doing a forced regeneration or cancelling one a regen. Or I don't know. Well, yeah, you fucking don't know, do you? I said an apology, I suppose, isn't going to be fucking forthcoming either, then, is it, for calling me a fucking liar? He said, well, it had nothing to do with me. No, I didn't think it fucking would. You're all fucking shysters. So I got the hump of them a little bit. You know, fucking hell. How can I know what the problem is? Yeah, we didn't have the software then. I said, well, if you didn't have the software, don't try and fucking blame me. Tell me that you didn't have the software. Oh, the update wasn't available. Well, that's funny because I know a truck went in here fucking 3 weeks ago and he got updated, so I'm not quite sure what fucking software you didn't update mine with. You know, talking bollocks. So anyway, so far so good. So far so good. So I got out of there and my planner had done, I'd already said that I'd do a night out tonight, as long as I was back nice and early. I wanted to be back at around, you know, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, so I can get home, get showered, Because today I've got to go and pick my daughter up from not a million miles away from where I am right this fucking very second, to be honest. Back up in Nottingham. So let's sort me something about that. So yeah, so you know, and he said, "Oh, could you do it? Do you reckon you can fit this in? You can dump the trailer there early on a bay and then leave as soon as it's done, whatever time that is in the morning that you want to go." And I said, "Yeah, that sounds like a fucking good plan. Actually, I can get up there for about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, dump the trailer, have 9 off, and leave at 1-2 in the morning. Excellent." Well, that plan didn't fucking work, really. Same old, same old. Go to get the box off on the key. That wasn't a problem. That wasn't the problem. I still had enough time. Bear in mind I was in the dealers for a couple of hours. I think I was actually in the dealers a bit longer than I said. I can't remember. I hadn't written it down. But I've lost that bit of paper. Well, anyway, yeah, but whatever. So I went to got the box off, no problem at all. Then I had to go to another container yard and get a loaded box on. They store loaded containers. So in I go. 3 hours later, 3 hours. You're having a laugh. 3 hours. Why? I asked myself, do hauliers put up with that? Surely somebody from my office or our head office should be phoning them up and going, "Are you boys taking a piss? Keeping our driver in there for 3 hours." But it isn't just me, it's 30-40 other drivers all in there for 3 or 4 hours. I had one bloke in there, he'd done 5. He was next to me, he said, "Oh, they can't get my box out. It's buried apparently." He'd been in since 11 o'clock in the morning, didn't get out until gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, it's like fucking hell. So anyway, then I came to Lichfield and that took a lot longer than it was supposed to. It's 150 odd mile. M42 junction 6 to junction 5, and here the fuckwittery fucking starts. That's fucking handy, isn't it? I think that affects me. Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's follow the diversions then. Got a rough idea where I'm going. Well, no, I haven't really. I can scoot on around there, yeah. So anyway, took a lot longer. 150 miles should take 3 hours. No, 4. Fucking, and it was all. Oh, there's an accident up ahead. You get there, there's no accident. There's not even a fucking sign of broken glass. There was an accident, and it's just fuckwits slowing down to view nothing. So that slowed me down. So I got up here. I was supposed to be here for 6 o'clock last night. I got here at 7:30. It's not fucking hell. Well, 7 o'clock. Boys are good as gold though. Absolutely good as gold. It's a nice little road. This cuts out the M6 toll. Well, it will do in a minute. So yeah, so these videos will be slow in coming out, purely and simply because I just ain't got enough hours in the day to do it all. Because what's happening, I've devised a plan to try and do damage limitation on the fuckwittery for the day. Because like today, right, I'm going to get down to it's telling me 8:45. So we're not going to be leaving. So, fucking hell, 8:45. Oh dear. Okay. So that's 9 o'clock realistically. So I'm going to have to stop for a pee somewhere, like you do, and. Yeah, these videos will be slow coming out because of yeah, that's what I was doing. I was forgetting what I was doing. I'm explaining today. So yeah, I'm heading for Lichfield down to Southampton. I'm going to get down there about 9ish, which is the same time I'm going to be meeting the gorgeous Kira. I'm going to quickly grab a shower at work because I live another 45 minutes away. Because what's happening then is that the reason she's meeting me at work is because we're then going straight to Nottingham. I'm driving straight all the way back up here again, up to Nottingham, pick our daughter up for uni, which I think I've already explained at least 3 fucking times now. And then we're driving all the way back down again. Tonight we're going to a charity event. At some point I will get some sleep. And then tomorrow morning I'm back in the truck and heading to sunny Doncaster. What weekend? I'll blink and I'm going to fucking miss it. But we're chasing the dollar, aren't we? We're chasing the dollar. That's what we're doing. And for the love of trucking. For the love of trucking. Oh, fucking hell. No, I do enjoy it. You know, don't let me think that I'm trying to put anyone off doing it. If you want to do this for a job, then do it. I enjoy it on the whole, and I enjoy containers. You know, as me saying, I got stuck in this container yard for 3 hours yesterday, but I'm getting paid to sit on my arse and do fuck all. Do you know what I mean? And scroll through TopTick and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting paid for doing that. You know? Use the mug. I don't think it's me. Walter Coops. Crazy Dutch. Motors in there, Mr. Ricketts. Badger. Suspect he's going the same way as I am. I've got 2 miles yet. I don't know if I can get past him. Yeah, easy, we're empty, we're on a flyer. Coming through. Give me the nod, thank you. We're off. Oh yeah, something else happened yesterday. I went to pick up a brand new trailer. While I was in the dealers, my man phoned me up and said, I just think you can pick up and I love the way it's really polite. It's always like, can you? Would you be able to? You know, it's like, no, you've got to go and do this. I don't suppose you could. Yeah, of course I can. Yeah, no problem at all. So I went and picked up a new, it was literally 2 minutes from where I was, where the Merc dealer was, you know. And it's like, I didn't even have to really go out of my way. So I went round to pick up a brand new spanking skeleton trailer from a place that makes skeleton trailers down in Southampton. Interesting bloke. Young lad come out who was dealing with it all, and then there was a couple of things I picked up on. There was like a loose loose bolt, and I queried one of the on the spec, and I did a proper walk round and checked absolutely everything. After I saw this one nut and bolt loose, and then we noticed that there was an air leak. So the MD came out, and I was having a chat with him, and he was saying, I'm just going to concentrate here a minute while I think where I am. 8446 Coles Hill, that's where we want to be going to. Which isn't heading towards Motorway. Deceiving. Looks like you want to be going to the right, but you want to be going to the left. You're going down here past McDonald's. This is where you want to be going, down here. Just watch out for fuckwittery. Where's he going? Does he know? Is he in the correct lane? Is he coming across? Oh! There's a surprise. There's always fucking one, isn't there? Warwick, Shire. Oh, fucking hell, need to rearrange me. Oh, not comfy. Where was I? Oh yeah, speaking of this MD, he came out and he said, oh, I'm really sorry about that. I said, that's alright. He said, no, it should have been picked up. He said, I'm employing fucking monkeys. He says, trouble is, I can't get the staff. I said, what? I said, yeah, but you need technicians, I suppose. He says, no. I said, it's like a big Meccano set. As long as you can pick a spanner up, we can teach you, we can train people. I said, so if you don't mind me asking how much you're paying? He said, well, it's £11.50 an hour, going to £12.50 after once you've done it. Or it's either 3 or 6 months, I can't remember. I said, well, it's not too shabby a wage, £12.50. He says, yeah, it's only we only do a 39-hour week here. And he says, and you don't start until 7:30, but do you think I can get people that fucking turn up on time at 7:30? I said, is it that bad? He says, you wouldn't fucking believe it. He was old school, he was ex-trucker. No, ex-mechanic. He worked his way up. He'd started off years ago. He's probably in his late 50s. Probably in his late 50s. Early 60s, and he's worked his way up from the spanners. He knows his shit. Do you know what I mean? He's the sort of boss that doesn't take any fucking about, but he'll fucking back you up and look after you. I got that impression from the lad. You know, he's look alright. You know, if I wasn't doing this, I'd go and do that job. It looked quite interesting. There weren't that many of them in there. There was probably about half a dozen to a dozen of them. No, probably not even that many. And they had a production line, proper production line. Everything was on jigs and cranes, and they all went around in a big fucking oval. And they'd start off with a chassis, bolt everything onto it, and away you go. Yeah, it looked quite cool. And he said, I just can't get the staff. I just cannot employ people that fucking want to get up at 7:30 in the morning. He said, it's 39-hour week. I said, fuck me, I've done 39 hours by Wednesday. He said, you want a job? I said, no, I'm a multi-million pound fucking year truck driver. Well, I couldn't work for £12 an hour. So we both had a laugh about that as well. Now, if I was sort of, if I didn't have fucking 2 kids going to university next year, or in September, I'd seriously consider it, but I couldn't work for that. And travelling every day with the fuel costs, because that'd be a 45-minute journey every day, so it'd be similar sort of mileage to what I'm doing at the moment. I only do that once a week. So that'd be 44 mile of the gate, 44 mile a day. That's a gallon and a quarter. Yeah, that's like a good tenner's worth of fuel. So 50 quid a week in fuel. 50 quid a week in fuel. No. There's these things you've got to consider. And there's going to be, and that's the other thing. There's going to be people now considering whether they can afford to go to work because their fuel costs have gone so high. They've resurfaced this stretch of road along here. It's quite nice now. Yeah, but the money was too, it wasn't enough for me. Go on, pigeon. Oh, you only just made it. I was just about to scoop him up. Pub in there, look. I reckon it was a pub. It looked a bit like a pub, but then again, I'm not entirely certain. It's the right sort of positioning for a pub. Now I can't remember what lane I need to be up here. I think I need to be in the right hand lane. There's only two cars behind me, so I'm going to let them get on through. I'm not sure if I can approach in this right hand lane. I think I need to be over one. Well, good job I didn't need to stop in this lay-by down here, innit? Look at that. Fucking shut it by the looks of it. Lay-by ahead closed. Yeah, Sandy. I could have probably snuck in there this time of day. See, I can now. Yeah, I can go into both lanes now. 42 south. Follow the bulldozer. Nothing to my right, so I can sort of nick a bit of his lane. Just look in the back of that trailer there, right at the very bottom there, between the two ramps, and there's a whole load of chain and all sorts of shit. Hit a bump and all that chain decides to loosen itself and fly out. You wouldn't want that coming through your windscreen. I mean, the chances of it flying out are pretty remote. Come on. I only just got through. looks like him in front is going down the M42. And if he can get through, I can get through. Yes. I'm in no rush to overtake him. He's flying ahead actually, he's got his... He must be in a V8. Oh, fuck, he's all over the place. Where's he going? He's taking up both bits of the road. Oh, I want this one, M42 Southwest. Ugh. Really is scooting on. He's going for he's going that way. Right, well I'm going to go this way and see what happens. I'm amazed that the road is still shut. It's normally open at 6 in the morning, so the gantry sign, see, no doesn't say the road's closed there. We could be onto a winner. Let's chance it. Let's chance our arms. No signs to say that it's closed. I think this is where it was closed, wasn't it? This section here. Oh, I don't know. I think we're good. I think we're good. So what else has been happening? Excuse me. I think we've just been fairly running steady. Yeah? I think we're running steady. Okay, there are some speed limits in place though. Maybe we were a little hasty in our our thoughts for motorway management. It's a mile-an-hour limit. What sort of fuckwit have we got up here? We're down to one lane. We're down to one lane. Workforce in road. Oh no, it's telling us it's fucking closed down here, look. Junction 6 to junction 5. Well, let's see if it actually is. I'm not 100% convinced. It's down to 30. There's always one knobber in there. Look, here you go. There you go. Oh, and another one. Oh, we're back up to 40 again now. Now, is the road closed or are we just down in one lane? I reckon. Oh Christ, what does this say? Hard shoulder for emergency use only, that's alright. I reckon we might get away with it. I think we're going to get away with it. I think we got away with it. We have. We're good to go. More speed limit signs down here. Just stay where we are for the moment. What does this one say down here until I can read it? $50. Hallelujah. We're good. Saved a bunch of time as well. Excellent. The gamble paid off. Google, you're shite. It's still saying the road's closed. It's not, clearly. Oh, now down to 40. Or possibly 50, but we'll go with 40. Well, even doing 40 mile an hour in the right direction is better than doing 53 in the wrong direction. So, happy days. In a 40 though. Where I was overnighted there, they got a little like a little rest room for the drivers. There's a couple of comfy seats. There's a toilet which is reasonably clean. I thought there used to be a shower in there, but there isn't. But there's a toilet, you know, a sink, and a microwave for the drivers, which is nice little touch. And there's also a free vending machine. And you can't normally fuck up a free. Always, like, out of a vending machine, I always go for hot chocolate. Because tea can always be a little bit. It's never quite right. And coffee can be really hit and miss. It can be either a really nice coffee or it can be fucking horrible. Really depends, you know. So again, hit and miss. But hot chocolate, 9 times out of 10, really nice. Apart from today. Oh, it was a bit on the watery side. Nice and sweet, but very watery. In fact, I threw half of it away, which is a bit of a shame, really. So I quite like my hot chocolate, especially when it's free. But nice touch that it's free, so thank you. So the gantries aren't telling me a speed sign. The road signs are telling me a 50, and I believe if you go past 2 gantry signs that display nothing, it's back to whatever either a sign written sign or back to national speed limit. So in this case, 2 gantries, nothing on it, should be 50 mile an hour. So we're going to speed up to 50 mile an hour, and we're at the end of the road. End of the roadworks anyway. End. National speed limit. Away we go. Ah, that was better. That's got to be a fucking dangerous job, isn't it? Putting out the cones. You see them when they're hanging out the side of the lorry, either picking them up or putting them down, and they're like inches away from getting their head wiped out. You know, it's like, no, that's not for me. I'll tell you the story about my mate. He was like the stop-go man, and he got he got hit by a fucking coach, and he pushed him straight through the edge. And he was sort of like, you know, dazed and battered and bruised. They're wondering why the fucking traffic was just kept on coming. That's because his stop-go sign and him was fucking 4 foot at the other side of the hedge. World's unluckiest man was my mate. I haven't seen him in years now. So I suppose he's not really a mate anymore, is he? No, you know, if I saw him, I haven't seen him for... I saw him when I first moved back down to England from Scotland. That was 2005. Fucking hell. I made a point of hunting him out to go and see how he was doing. He was alright. He was with this new girl, and you know, happily settled down and everything. So I was pleased to hear and pleased to see. And yeah, so that was good. Keep in touch, and we never sort of did. So, you know, you sort of drift apart, don't you? Shame really, but I quite like. He was ex-forces as well. A bit of drizzle going on. The screen's dirty, as per normal. Hopefully that'll help a bit. God blimey, frog in my throat. It's better than a bed in me left. Or maybe not. A34 to Shirley. That's the second Shirley I know of. There's a Shirley in Southampton. And there's obviously a Shirley here. Oh, you're going to have to put up with the wipers going across you now. I'll pull into the next services and turn you off. I think you've heard enough of me rattling on. We've done the exciting bit. On to the M40 in a minute. Now as we go down here, and if you look to your left, whether you'll see it or not, there's a fighter plane in the forest. I think it's an old Jaguar. No, I think it's a Jaguar. It's a paintballing place, you know, one of these, yeah, paintballing places. What's with the rain? Come on, this is June. Is that by Westfield's finest? I don't know. O'Toole. I've been to this place I was at last night. I must have been there, I don't know, half a dozen times, and I've probably stopped in that yard because it tends to be quite late ones that we do there. So you go there, you do an overnight there, and then you run back in the morning. It's normally on a Friday night, but I've stayed there, and I must have stayed there. I must have been about my third or fourth time that I've actually stayed in the yard there. I only found out last night that literally a 5-minute walk away there's a fish and chip shop that's, well, fish and chip stroke kebab shop, and I opted for kebab last night, but I wish I hadn't. It was alright, but it wasn't brilliant, but the chips are really nice, proper chippy chips. So I should have had fish and chips really, but I'm having fish and chips tonight. So that's the bit that steered me away. But what I really should have had, because right next door was an Indian restaurant, or Bangladeshi restaurant, and I should have gone in there and got either a takeaway or sat down in the shitty old work clothes, been a bit whiffy I expect, and sat in there and had a meal. Sat with my high vis on, hey, looked the part. So keep your eyes peeled, you might have to advance frame by frame to see it. I'm going to move over to the left here. You might get a bit more of it in the shot. Sure. Right, it's to your left. Keep looking, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking. Let's hope I'm in the right place. I'm pretty certain it's here. Yeah, it's in here. Keep looking to your left. Keep looking. It's in there. Oh, I don't know whether you'd have seen it or not. I don't think the angle was right. Is that a funny angle? Turbo. Nice long sweeping corner. Flat out. Love it. Oh, love corners like that. Oh, looks like we're going back to blue sky and sunshine. That's what we're talking about. The wiper's got a mind of their own. .16 and 39 miles, so 39 will be Chilwell Valley. There's a big memorial up in that field there. The one before it will be Warwick, so do you want to be on for another 40 minutes? That's the question. But it's a nice road along here. I like this stretch of the I like this stretch. You can see out across the fields. Lovely and green now. Plenty of daisies in the hedgerows there, look. They're pretty. Lovely and green. Very little traffic on the roads. Love it. So we're 45 minutes into the drive now. well. All is well. So thanks. Thanks to Scott. I think I've already left you a message. Scott bought me a coffee. Thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate it. It is always every time I mention it, I just thank you. You know, it's just really nice to be able to buy a nice bag of coffee and go, yeah, somebody bought me that. That's lovely. Because I like my coffee. I drink gallons of the stuff, and it's nice when someone goes, yeah, cheers, mate. That's thank you. Yeah, oh, some poppies in there. Come on, let's get some sunshine. I don't want it in the eyes. I just like a little bit sort of side on, you know. I went past a field of I don't know. I couldn't identify what it was. Sort of wheat, corn, whatever it was, barley. I don't know what it was. It was already starting to turn yellow. It was more yellow than green, if you know what I mean. I should put that into a rap song. It's more yellow than green, if you know what I mean. Jamie T's got nothing on me. Damn with the kids, fucking hell, where did that bum come from? So it's going to be a long day today, so I'm glad I didn't actually at work. I was hoping, to start off with, I thought, well, I'll get up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, if I can. I'll get up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, batter on down, time I've had a shower, we can get going. But actual fact, getting up at 4:30 is actually a bit more sensible. Because I'm not going to be as tired. I got about 6 hours sleep, which is good for me. I know it's not enough. What's the recommended daily average for sleep? Is it 8 hours still? I don't know. That's what they're recommending it. How many people actually get 8 hours sleep a night? I like to know. I wonder what the percentage of people actually get that. And if anybody gets more than 8 hours, I want to know what you do for a living. Because it ain't fucking working hard. But then do you fit that into your life, getting more than 8 hours? Mind you saying that, a little while back, I think it was I ran out on a Sunday, and I got up north and parked up, got something to eat, and I didn't have an early tip in the morning. It was like 9 o'clock or something, and I felt really knackered, and it was a really quiet yard, wherever, I can't even remember where I was. I thought I was absolutely shattered. I thought I'm just going to go to bed. So I went to bed, and I woke up in the morning. I woke up a couple of times during the night and have a pee like you do, men of a certain age. And I woke up, I looked to see how much sleep did I actually have last night. It was like 9.5 hours. You know, I must have been knackered. This job on Sunday. I'm going up to Sunny Donny. I'm on the docks at 11, so I leave home at 10. Oh, that's what I hadn't finished the conversation about what we're doing today. So, I'll come back to that if I can remember. Okay. So, what was I talking about? Sleep. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was talking about one thing, and then I remembered something else, and I thought I'll come back to that. Now I can't remember either of them. How does that work? Right. Is there a way that I can retract my steps here? There's got to be a way of trying to remember things, isn't there? Oh yeah, right. Now I can't remember what I was talking about, but I remember the thing that I thought. I've totally confused everyone. So anyway, right. Today, if you're watching this for the first time, I am fucking relatively normal-ish. I just have trouble with short-term memory. It's like gone. Anyway, before I forget, today, I'm going back to the yard. I'm going to go and get a shower in the yard. The gorgeous Kira's going to meet me at the yard in her car. It's my car's in the yard. And then we're going to drive up. I'm going to get a shower, get changed, and make myself look less trampy looking. I think that's the only way to describe me. I look like a fucking tramp. I've had this t-shirt on for 2 days. No, today, yeah, yesterday, today, yeah. And my hair's mad, my beard's unruly, and yeah, I look like I slept in a hedge last night. My shorts have seen better days. They're not dirty. They're actually a clean pair of shorts on yesterday. But you know when they fade and go like, there's nothing wrong with them, and they're absolutely fine for work. It's not like I'm on some sort of fucking fashion parade. Not that I'd be in one on a fucking anyway. Well, who wants to see me fucking strutting down a catwalk? That'd be a fucking sight, wouldn't it? And here we have fat hairy bloke modelling the latest range of fucking swimwear. No, see that's not an image you want to be fucking having, is it? That's not an image you want stuck in your head while you're eating your fucking Weetabix. I bet you got that image in your head, didn't you? No, see, it's wrong, isn't it? Wrong. Everything hanging out all over the place. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, that doesn't affect me, that's good. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so I'm going back to the yard. I should be back in the yard now, easily. Time's creeping up again now. We should be done by leaving the yard at 9 o'clock. So the gorgeous Kira coming over the yard, I can get back, refuel, park up, shower, change, job done, away we go. Because I live 45 minutes in the wrong direction of where we want to be going today. So, we'll save an hour and a half purely and simply by the gorgeous Kira meeting me at work, because I don't have to go back. I come back to where I'm more or less within 5 minutes of where we need to be. So yeah, where was I going with that? No idea. No idea. Roots crisps. I quite like beetroot crisps. They got a little bit of a sweetness. They got the sweetness to them. I like beetroot anyway. I like pickled beetroot. Oh yeah, pickled beetroot. I could eat a jar of pickled beetroot just on its own. I'm not too fussed about crinkled beetroot. I don't see the point in that, because that's just like, why would you do that? Just chop the fucking thing up. I don't need it to look pretty, particularly. It's nice sliced. It's nice. Yeah, pickled beetroot is really strong vinegar. Love it. Whoa, what was he doing? Christ, you just shit that truck driver right up. He didn't even hit the brakes until afterwards, I don't think. I'll have to re-watch. Anybody tell me, because I probably won't get around to watching it. Well, I might do, but it'll be probably about a week later. Service is 6 miles and 29. I reckon I want to get down. I want to go to Sherwell. So you got me for another half hour, aren't you? Lucky people. So now's the time to pause, go and make a cup of tea. So you've got half hour to go, or pause and turn off and go, I'm going to do something fucking better in my life than fucking watch that fat bastard. somebody a little while back, I've often been told that I self-depreciate myself. Well, no, yeah, I do, but do you know what? By doing that, I know who I am. I know what I am. I know what I'm like. I'm a fucking living nightmare most of the time. And by being the way I am, it totally puts bit on. It's not. I don't do it intentionally, but well, I suppose I have done over the years. It sort of it sort of puts people off at a little bit of a skew, especially in this day and age, because you can't go around calling people. You know, I grew up in an age where, and especially being in the forces, where being called a see you next Tuesday, that was a term of endearment, you know. And for someone to, it's like water off a duck's back. So, by calling myself a fat bastard, oh, I am. In all senses. So, but it also stops people from going, because they're like, oh. You know, I think from the way I look at it, it sort of, it disarms people. I know who I am. I know what I am. Like I said, it's not and I also don't have a, you know, I think one of the biggest problems that people can suffer from is people worry about what other people think of them. You know, I know people that are absolutely mortified that people might think bad of them, or might think, and they're not bad people. Do you know what I mean? If they were like going around if they were going around doing bad things all the time, then I could understand them why they think that they're, you know, but they're nice people. They're nice, genuine people, and they've got this thing that people think badly of them, and it's like, and they're always trying to do things to prove that they're not bad, but you don't need to. Just be yourself. People like you for who you are, what you are, you know, and how you are. Oh, you know, my Doris, she don't like it. Oh, we put some on. I was a little while back. I was cooking in the kitchen, and see what happens with me is I start battling pans and I start speed drinking, and I can neck about 4 or 5 pints in under an hour. But it does have a bit of a knock-on effect, like, you know, I can get pissed really quick. But, you know, I've had 4 or 5 pints in under an hour, so it's hardly surprising. Because the trouble with me is once I've had something to eat, I don't know if anyone else suffers from this, but once I've had something to eat, I'll stop drinking. I cannot drink after. I'm like, I've had my food, that's it, right, bed. You know? So, if you ever come to our house for something to eat, it's like, you ain't eating till 11, 12 o'clock at night. I'll cook all evening and drink all evening, but I ain't eating till about 11. Or, everyone else will eat at fucking 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I won't have eaten, I won't have touched it. So it's buffet style, buffet style, you know? So I won't eat, because that means I'm going to stop drinking. And if I'm drinking, I want to have a fucking drink. I just can't do it. So, fucking here we go. What was I fucking talking about? Oh yeah, Doris. So anyway, gorgeous Kira comes into the kitchen shooting. I'm just going out to get a shower and sort myself out. I said, well, I'm going to crack on rattling some pans, put some music on, and I like to cook real slow, you know. Have a sip, chop an onion, mooch it back, get the herbs out, you know what I mean? Just not everything's nice and slow, little method, have a few beers, and away you go. And that's the way I cook, and I get real enjoyment out of it. I love doing it. That's almost like that's my hobby. That's my like stress reliever. Cooking and drinking. I can love it. So I was doing. It's quite a complicated dish to attempt pissed, I must admit. But I was doing kung po chicken. So you got to cut the chicken out into little bits. Nice bit of filleted chicken, filleted breast. Cut it into nice in the chunks sort of thing. Or layers, strips. And then you got to dip it in flour, then you got to dip it in egg, then you got to dip it in seasoning, then you got to deep fry it, and then put it in a pan and fry it off, make it more crispy. Then you got to make a sauce up, then you got to do the noodles, and it's a nice meal to do if you're having a sensible like evening, because there's a little bit to do, you know. No, not me. I'm pissed. So anyway, Kira goes on. She says, "I'm gonna," because she leaves me alone when I'm doing that, you know. She tends to keep out of the way. No, it's just downtime for me, you know. I don't get much of that. And Kira's it's not that she's not a good cook, it's that she gets no pleasure from cooking or having anything to do with it. So she's quite happy to let me cook and let me get on with it. Because 9 times out of 10, well, most of the time we end up with a half decent meal. So anyway, she goes, I'm just going to go and watch a bit of TV or watch a bit of something or other. You crack on. So anyway, the music's getting louder. I'm getting a bit more pissed and dropping a few more things. Then she comes out and she goes, fucking hell, how much you had to drink? I don't know, there's like 5 or 6 fucking bottles of alcohol. Right. She says, she says, hang on, let me record you. Because I'm a bit fucking wobbly by this stage. Because I'm not a drinker anymore. I used to drink. I was a big drinker, but I don't drink these days. I drink rarely. And yeah, she videoed me, and I was effing and jeffing like I do, and she put it up on the Facebook. Now all my friends know what I'm like, you know, so it's no surprise whatsoever. Doris, she didn't like it, and she messaged gorgeous Kira and said, "Oh, I think that's a bit, you know, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. Can you take it down?" Kira went, "No, I'm not taking it down. It's funny, because it was funny. Even though I say it myself, it's funny, and a bit of self-depreciation going on there. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I was just effing and jeffing to be best." And it makes no odds to me. I thought it was absolutely fine. And I had loads of comments going, "Oh, you know, laughing and yeah, good, nice one." That's what, you know, it's all good. Apart from Doris. And the reason Doris didn't like it is because she doesn't have a clue how Facebook works, because she thinks all her friends will see that as well, because she's seen it. All her God-fearing friends will see it and go, "Ooh, you have a heathen son-in-law." Well, she has, but you know what I mean? 21 mile. You've got 20 odd minutes of me now. 20, that's all. And yeah, so she got a little, not the but you know, I think she said an extra prayer for me that day. And it was more had to do with how it would reflect on her rather than me. If it's going to reflect on anyone, it'd be reflecting on me, not her. But that's not the way Doris thinks. Bless her. Don't get me wrong, I like Doris, you know. But I think it's sad that people, I think this is the point I was trying to make. People spend their lives worrying about what other people's at, even people that aren't even, that people that are removed like me. She was worried about what it would affect on her from her friends seeing me. It's like, well, A, your friends don't move in the same circle as my friends. That's completely different. You know, we're heathens. So that ain't gonna happen. And B, it's no reflection on you anyway. And I feel sad for those people that have to go through life thinking that everything that they do or everything that happens around them is a reflection of or could be a reflection on them. And that's just, dear oh dear. Not good, is it? Me, personally, I don't give a fuck. And I think that's a liberating thing, to be able to do that. Because there are so many people that do worry about it. How is this going to affect me? How is this going to affect my standing in the community? Or how is this I should be a politician, because they really don't give a fuck either, do they? Yes, you've been caught with your trousers down. Oh, man. Oh, good show. Yeah, you've been caught partying. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's fine. Crack on. I don't care. Oh dear. Do you know what? I just feel sorry for the people that feel that way, yeah. And I think it's empowering to be able to go, do you know what? If you don't like it, then off you trot. I'm not forcing you to like something, I'm not forcing you. And this is the whole thing about like internet, isn't it? I'm not forcing you to watch it. If you don't like it, fuck off. I was watching, yeah, this actually leads on to something else actually. I was watching a guy called Trucker Tim. Now, Trucker Tim, if you haven't watched him, he cracks me up. Because he's so enthusiastic. I don't know, it's almost like he's on something, because he's really enthusiastic. He's not, he's a nice lad. And he but he's he just, you need to go and watch him to get the full experience. It's difficult to explain, but he cracks me up. He's not, I don't think he's funny intentionally, but he just gets a bit overexcited. He's like a puppy dog, you know, like bounding around all over the place, can't control himself. He's like a mad Springer Spaniel. I think that's the best way to describe him. I hope he don't mind if he ends up watching this, but yeah, he's like some mad Springer Spaniel that is totally uncontrollable. He might be 12 years old, this Springer Spaniel, but it's still mad as fuck. You know the one, you know exactly the ones I mean, don't you? So anyway, he ended up, and the thing with YouTube is that sometimes, sometimes if you're lucky enough or unlucky enough, I don't know how you look at it, you get recommended to people. You know, you get stuff come up on your newsfeed and you go, what's all that about? On your feed, like, I'll click on that, see what it's all about. I've got no interest in fucking crocheting, but let's have a look. And you look at it and you go, fucking hell. Blokes, it's like crocheting, and he's barking mad. But it's quite entertaining, so you end up watching it. And you go, actually, I'm going to subscribe to this, because I actually quite like the cut of his jib. I've got lots of weird channels that I watch, purely and simply because I like what they're talking about. And they're slightly off-centre, do you know what I mean? More off-centre the better, really. And but some of the comments you get, and it's like, what is this bloke all about? I don't get it. Well, you don't have to, but why put a comment on there? That's down for you not to comment. You know, he's got like, I can't remember how many hundreds of thousands of followers or whatever it is, but he's got a fair few followers, and on TikTok he's massive. So clearly a lot of people do get it. You're the minority. Your opinion doesn't really matter, so, but they feel the need to actually make it. It's like, blows a wanker. Well, yeah, in your eyes maybe, but the vast majority of people actually quite like him, so fucking cut a hand, Nobber. And you get, you know, it's like the comments you get are like, fucking hell. think I've been quite lucky because with the comments that I've had, is that right? I don't know. The comments I get are generally all, really good. I don't think I've had I had a few in the beginning where they I got told off for swearing so much, but they fucked off anyway. So I think unless they're still lurking around, I don't know. But I don't care. And there was a game. Yeah, no. There was all a lead up to that, and I don't know where I've gone with it. For those of you who watch on a regular basis, is my memory getting worse? I don't know. They'll come back to me. Now, under normal circumstances, I'd pull into Shelby Valley and I'd nip in and have a cheeky Greg's breakfast because I'm fucking starving. And I could just do with a bacon and sausage roll with a nice latte or brown sauce. That'd hit the spot right now. But I promised the gorgeous Kira that once we got going, we would stop at her services and I'd buy her a Greg's breakfast. Now I could be really naughty and have two, couldn't I? I could have one now, and then in about an hour and a half, 2 hours time, I could have another one. Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Well, it wouldn't. It'd be very bad, but I could certainly squeeze another one in. Because you can't you? They're only little. It's only little bitty sausages. They ain't gonna fill you up. I've been quite good this week. I've had no chocolate again. I've lost a little bit of weight as well. I've lost nearly 3 kilos, I think. That's like 1.5 bags of sugar. You pick 1.5 bags of sugar up, that's a you could do some damage with that. Or I could do a little bit less damage for myself now, I suppose. Looking at it that way. Look at this weather, look, this is what I'm all about. The sun streaming through like that. Oh, how beautiful is that? Lovely little bit of countryside. The roads are empty. Still want to be a trucker? Fucking right you do. You know, I do enjoy this job, you know. I do enjoy it. Because if I didn't, I'd go and get this job paying £12.50 an hour. Bolting trailers together. I'd be home every night. But that wouldn't get me to where I want to be ultimately. They say money and everything, but I'd be miserable because I knew that I was putting my plans in jeopardy. We could afford to do it, don't get me wrong. I could afford to go and do that, I could go and do that, and we would obviously see a drop in income, a rather significant drop in income as well. But we could afford to do it still. I think we'd have to turn the fucking eating off and eat fucking cornflakes all week. But yeah, we could afford to do it. You know, but you know what I mean? I'd jest in there. I'm a little bit concerned about the way the prices are going up on food and bills, and our electricity bills gone through the fucking roof. we're going to have a chat with the kids when they come back this weekend or next weekend and say, look, because the problem we got is GB, as I like to call him, Go Boy. We like put a packet of biscuits into the cupboard, or we buy a couple of packets of biscuits into the cupboard. 24 hours later, they're gone. We say to them, no, you know, those are meant to last all week, mate. If you have them all, if you eat them all, like, I bought these. I really like these. They're crepes. So they're done in strips, packed individually, which I know is not good for the environment, but hey, I like them. They're chocolate filled, and they're nice to have as a breakfast as I'm going on the road. I have a mug of coffee on the go here, and I have one of these, and it just gives you a little bit. It's just nice to have, nice and sweet, hits the spot. And you buy them in bags of, I think they're bags of 10 or bags of 12, and they're 2 bags together. You buy them at Costco, really nice. And so 1 bag was for him for the week, and 1 bag was for me to take to work. And I left them both in the cupboard. So within 24 hours, I kid you not, he demolished 1 bag and it set into mine. So I had to fucking quickly whip that out of the cupboard and put it in my work bag, so he wouldn't fucking eat the rest. And I said, hang on a minute. That's supposed to be like little snacky thing, or little snacky thing. No, one of those a day or 2 max throughout the week, and that'd last you all week. No, gone in, the whole fucking bag gone in 24 hours. It's like, hang on, well, no, you're fucked for the rest of the week, because we ain't buying no more. It's like a fucking plague of locusts. Locusts go through the house, and it's like, hang on a minute. There isn't an endless supply of money to resupply the fucking food cupboards. Now, we could, let's say we're in a lucky situation where if we had to, we could. But that's not the fucking point. Just because we could doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, does it, you know? Because all that's going to teach him is that there's an endless supply. When he gets to uni in September and he goes, well, I'm doing a weekly shop now, buys all his foods in, and fucking goes, well, I'm just going to gorge out on this and then starve for fucking 5 days. It ain't going to be good for him. Then it'll be, oh, I'm running out of money. Well, you need to fucking budget a bit. So I'm going to have to have I think we're going to have a little sit down and have a chat about how things are working. But there's people up and down the country that are already doing that. You know, you listen to the news and you listen to people talking, and it's like, yeah, you know, people are starting to cut back. They're not buying as much. They're not eating out as much. They're not, you know, they're not driving as far. You know, today, I mean, we're going out to Nottingham, and that was what made me laugh. There was a report on the news saying about, oh, for the first time, it's going to cost, for the average family saloon, the average family, it's going to cost just over 100 quid to fill up their family car. £100? You know, I've been spending that fucking months now. Do you know what? It's 200 quid to fill my motor up. I know I drive a big old ML 350, but even so, I can't even fill the tank up before the fucking fuel pump shuts off. But last time I filled up, I had 3/4 of a tank, just about 3/4 of a tank, and I put in 58 quid, and only that was a quarter of a tank, just over a quarter of a tank, 58 quid. Ridiculous. And you know, that brings me on to hauliers. You know, there's hauliers saying that they want to, that something has to be done, you know, because it's just getting, you know, I think fuel's going up on Sunday by 10p a litre, something I've heard, I don't know. And that's for fuel cards, so I don't know if that's going to happen in the general public or not, but they're going to be over £2 a litre. In fact, where I'm going to now, in the Chilwell Valley, it'll be over £2 a litre. It was 199.9 at least a week ago, so it's probably over £2 a litre now. That's the new Range Rover that just went past, and it looks fucking horrible. Why? It was such a classy car, and now it's like a fucking jelly mould. It's like, why would you do that? It reminds me of, do you know at Christmas night and you get all the fucking those sausage balloons? And then you take all the decorations down, but you always miss one, don't you? Because the balloon is falling down the back of the sofa. It's gone down the back of it. And then, like, a couple of months later, you pull the sofa out, the Hoover, or do whatever, because you've lost the remote. You pull the Hoover out, and there's this fucking balloon looking a bit sad and forlorn and a bit lumpy. Yeah, well, that's what it fucking reminds me of. That was fucking horrible. Half deflated fucking sausage balloon. I should be a motor journalist. I should be a lot of things. Everyone's going, yeah. Oh, I know what you're all thinking. Self-depreciation time. Come on, girl, you can go a bit faster than this. Oh, I reckon my coffee's ready for a slurping. Oh, good coffee. Can't remember what I'm on at the moment. But it was bought by one of you, well, a combination of you wonderful people. It might be Taylor's Lava. I think it is. Oh, yeah, that was nice. And I'm weaning myself off coffee, mate. I'm doing really well. I was up to, and this is really wrong. My flask, drinking flask, that I sip out of as I'm driving along, is a pint. And in that pint I have, because effectively it's two, like a normal mug, normal everyday mug that you can get, two of those is nearly a pint. Ish. Just under, I think. And in a pint I have 8 teaspoonfuls, or I was having sometimes if the devil got hold of me, which he often did and led me astray, because that's the sort of person I am. 8 teaspoonfuls of coffee, mate. Fuck you know, that's fucking bad, isn't it? That ain't right. None of the sweetness, the light, that was the full on. So I went down so most of the time I was 7, but every now and again I fucking one more. Well, it does, doesn't it, obviously. So then I went down to 6, then I went down to 5, 4, 3. Well, I think I missed out at 3 altogether. I went straight, I'm only on 2 now. And the coffee tastes better. I don't know why I was watering it down. I don't know, what's the matter with me? Fucking idiot. So I'm down to 2 spoonfuls of coffee, mate, now in a pint, which I think is really good for me. And I've done that in about 3 or 4 weeks. $2 miles. Thank the Lord, I hear you say. He's going to turn this fucking thing off. I can go and do something a bit more meaningful. Like water the plants, or talk to the wife, or the husband, or your partner, or your kids, or your dog, or enjoy the sunshine. But I'd have stayed at the bitter end, because he might remember something that he'd forgotten about and suddenly come out with it. Just don't fucking hold your breath on that one, right? I hope you can still hear me. I've just been talking to myself. Cherwell Valley, 1.5 miles. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to dive in here, because I can. He's got a fucking blue barrel on the back of his bike. All Frenchies. I need to get my motorbike MOT'd and back on the road. Load of them. Yeah, so we're about to pull in now. Whenever it goes silent, it's just it's not that I've sort of, it's I've forgotten to speak. I'm talking in my head, but it's not coming out of my mouth. I've got to remember to talk as well. You know, it's like I say, I think I've done it before. It's a vital ingredient when you're trying to make a video, is to actually fucking talk. Oh, here we go, nearly missed the fucking turning. Chilwell Valley, let's see how many are in. They'll be full of foreign lads. I've got to sort my curtains out as well. I've got a curtain in. How childish. I've got a pair of curtains that are flapping. Oh dear, oh dear. Now I've got curtains that go all the way around the cab, blackout curtains. And then I've got another curtain that goes along the bunk. And that's it's flapping about a bit. I don't know why it's doing that. I tucked it back in. So I've got to tuck my curtains in. Unruly curtains. You can't have that. I like to see a curtain that's neatly folded in. Oh, too much. Stop. Too much. There might be some sensitive souls watching. What's he fucking talking about curtains for? What's funny about that? And if I offend anyone, well, fucking unlucky. I don't know if you heard any of that. I was mumbling. Okay. Can't see the fuel prices from here, but I can guarantee they're over £2. Well, it's quiet now. I've got to drive right by Greg's. Fucking hell! I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to do it. Oh, it's looking quiet in here. Quiet down there. Fucking hell! It's quiet. There's no one parked here either. Look. Normally someone parked there. Let's have a look down here. Holy fuck! That is quiet. Wow. Just going to stop here. Stop in the shade. Whoa, flappy curtains. Right, on that note, I shall bid you all farewell. Speak to you all later.